St. Patty's Day, Californium, and the Battle of Remagen are all on this day. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is March 17th, 2021. It is the 76th day of the year. We got 289 days left. It is the 11th Wednesday, and we got 15 days till Major League Baseball's opening day. Today is St. Patrick's Day. Now, we went over this last year, but I'm going to touch on it again. St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of Irish pride and heritage. St. Patrick was a British-born priest and former slave. He is known for converting the Irish to Christianity. He died on March 17th, 461 CE, and was mostly forgotten. As time passed, stories started to spread around St. Patrick, and centuries later, he was honored with the title of the patron saint of Ireland. Yeah, he was kind of forgotten. Nobody cared. And then rumors, stories, and legend bring his name back up, and he becomes a saint. All right, let's see what else March 17th has given us. 1780, the American Revolution. General George Washington grants the Continental Army a holiday as an act of solidarity with the Irish and their fight for independence. 1945, the Ludendorff Bridge in Remagen, Germany collapses 10 days after its capture. The Ludendorff Bridge, which is sometimes referred to as the Bridge at Remagen, was one of the last intact bridges to cross the Rhine River towards the end of World War II. In early March of 1945, the German army was in full retreat. They were trying to get as many of their troops back into Germany to defend the fatherland. They had been blowing up as many bridges as they could to slow down the Allies' advance, but guarded a few to serve as access points for their own army to get back in. Anyway, this was a critical remaining bridge. Things were going as well as can be expected for a defeated army. They had been ushering troops across the bridge for a couple days, the sun was shining, oompa bands were playing, and then the Americans showed up and started shooting things. They did so much shooting that dudes guarding the bridge started doing two things. Some wandered off into the woods acting like they had never been in the military and they were now civilians, and others were having their off button pushed by American forces. After the US forces captured the bridge, German forces tried to destroy it multiple times. The Germans sent several bombing missions to destroy the bridge. Now, the Allies had gotten at least 6 divisions across the damaged bridge before it collapsed due to a whole bunch of bomb damage. And this happened on May 17th, 10 days after it was captured. The collapse killed 28 and injured 93. Now, what was weird about this one, right down the river that these bombers could see, the U.S. Army engineers had built a pontoon bridge across the river. The main bridge was out of use and had been for a couple days before the collapse. They were using this pontoon bridge. That one stayed intact till the U.S. Army tore it down. One thing led to another, and Hitler and his new wife killed themselves in a bunker. 1950, researchers at the University of California, Berkeley announced the creation of the element 98, which they named Californium. Californium sounds like a mental disorder, actually. It's a mental disorder only taken up by California politicians to where they make really poor decisions. 1957, a plane crash in the Philippines kills Philippine President Ramon, I'm going to screw this up, Magsaysay, yeah, I think so, and 24 others. 1973, Pulitzer Prize winning photograph Burst of Joy is taken depicting former prisoners of war being reunited with families, which came to symbolize the end of the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War. 1992, the referendum to end apartheid in South Africa is passed by 68.7%. 2000, 530 members of the Ugandan cult movement, the Restoration of the Ten Commandments of God, die in a fire, considered to be a mass murder-suicide orchestrated by the leader of the cult. Elsewhere, another 248 members were later found dead. Movies released on March 17th. 2006, V for Vendetta. This was an okay movie. I mean, it's gotten up to cult status at this point, but I thought it was okay. But people love this movie. So much so, every time you see a protest anywhere in the United States, someone's wearing those frickin' masks, based on a graphic novel of the same name. This film is about a revolutionary terrorist known as V who tries to take down a fascist regime in futuristic England. Born on March 17th, 1955, Gary Sinise, American actor, director, and bass player. He was Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. That's probably his most epic role, I would say. Played a good part there. He plays in a band and all this, but one thing that has always got me about him, he's done so much for veterans. I don't know if it was the whole playing a soldier in Forrest Gump or what. He has done a lot for veterans in the last couple decades. Good man. died on March 17th, 2010. We lost Alex Chilton, American singer-songwriter, guitarist, and producer. He's best known as the lead singer of the Box Tops and Big Star. He died at the age of 59 due to a massive heart attack. Alright, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, do something productive, and be nice to each other.